Namaskaram all Atmas. Today we are going to discuss about an important topic on how ego plays havoc in our life. What is ego? Ego is EGO. E means ejection, G means godly nature, out of our mind. So when we lose our godly nature from us, so evil occupies in us. What are the qualities of ego? The characteristic features and the reactions out of ego is pride, anger, jealousy, hatredness, vengeance attitude, lust, fear. All these things are the characteristic features of ego. But first, before knowing about ego, we should know where this ego lies in us. And this is explained in Valmiki Ramayana. So when Rama was fighting with Ravana, so he was aiming his arrows on the head. Ravana has 10 heads. But actually whether we are also having 10 heads or not, nice. What these heads refers to is, each head refers to one characteristic features of ego. As I told you, the pride, anger, jealousy, hatredness, fear, lust, sorrow, happiness, and cunning attitude, crooked thinking. These are 10 kinds of. When each and every event, suppose you get fear, if you take a photo, it will be different. When you take happy, you take a photo, it's different. So if you add all these photos together, if you have 10 heads in yourself. So what it refers to is, when one faces any particular event, at that time, how your mind reacts to that is reflected in your face. Face is reflection of mind. So anger gives one photo, you take one photo. Crookedness, lust, fear, cunning, hatred, all these things, photos will be different. And this was depicted in Ravana. So when Rama was hitting arrow, each arrow, one head is going and getting back again another head, and it's laughing at us. So Rama got tired. What to do? At that time, Vibhishana came tell, you see, his life is in here. If above the chest, this place is having a kalasa. You hit that, he will fall. Rama hit this place. When he hit that, and when the kalasa falls, Ravana falls down, and there he sees the real God before him. And this kalasa, what it refers to is nothing but our ego. So, when Ravana, who is a great devotee, Shiva devotee, and because of his ego, the pride, because of that, he lost his godly nature. So after that ego went off, the godly nature came in, and he sees God in front of him. Similarly, in us, this ego is the factor that is responsible for all kinds of disturbances in our life. So, for that we should know how our body is made. So we have 5 bodies are there. Annamaya kosa, Pranamaya kosa, Manonmaya kosa, Vijnanamaya kosa, Anandamaya kosa. Annamaya kosa is the physical body, made of cells. From head to toes, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, all these things, and the entire body, skeletal part, heart, chest, everything is made of this Annamaya kosa, made of cells. And Pranamaya kosa is the energy body. There we have this chakras, 7 chakras. The energy in these chakras feeds the cells in the physical body. And Manonmaya kosa is a very important factor that we are going to discuss about this. It contains the main 7 chakras part, this from Manonmaya kosa. The Sahasrara chakra part is called Buddhi, here lies Buddhi. And the Agnya chakra part, in the Manonmaya kosa, have the 5 senses, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, 5 senses. And the Visuddhi chakra part lies this ego, this portion is called ego. And the Anahata chakra part is called Atma. And the Manipura chakra part is called the gunas, our gunas. So when you get fear, our Manipura chakra disturbs. And whatever experiences, it gets stored in the Manonmaya kosa, that is called subconscious mind, which is referred to in the Swadhisthana Chakra part. And our entire energy, the intellectual energy, which is which we, if you don't use it because of ego, it gets slowly settled down in our Muladhara Chakra as Kundalini Shakti. So in Manonmaya kosa, we have Buddhi, five senses, ego, Atma, Gunas, subconscious mind, and the Kundalini Shakti. See, as I told you, if you have a glass of juice, if you don't use, if you keep it idle, the juice precipitate settles down at the bottom, and there will be watery at the top. So, like that, if we don't use our buddhi, that is, if our senses get attracted by the external events and become idle, instead of spending our time to fulfill our duties, if we gossip, if you while our time, what happens when we get carried away by the Maya? Our intellectual energy slowly settles down to the Muladhara Chakra. So what happens here? Just like watery, here when the head, here it is buddhi is there. So when the needed energy is not here in the buddhi, intellectual energy, which is there, which got settled in the Muladhara Chakra, if it is not there, what happens? Naturally, when we are facing events in life, the quantum of energy needed to face that event, if it is not available in the Sahasrara Chakra, this is called for the buddhi, then the buddhi gets agitated, and that agitation leads to tension, the agitation leads to pressure, and we commit mistakes, and this mistake leads to self-anger in ourselves, and we get jealousy about other person's growth. So all these acts are because of the ego. So naturally, in the process, if you see, first buddhi is there, then the five senses. Immediately below the five senses is the ego. So what happens, when you face any event, immediately these three things get connected. So ego gets disturbed. But because of ego, what happens? You get anger, you get jealousy, you get hatredness, you get vengeance attitude. If that man grows, you get jealousy on them. You want to pull him down. Because here your senses, your ego and the buddhi are got connected. And with this, you commit more sins that accumulates bad karma for you. So, and not only that, it brings loss of peace to you, it brings loss of peace to others. You are disturbing the entire atmosphere. So, this is the havoc of ego that plays in you without your knowledge. So, if you want to overcome this, you have to take your buddhi from Manonmaya kosa to Vijnanamaya kosa. So, Vijnanamaya kosa means the buddhi has to be taken through the process of meditation. It has to cross the ego and go to Atma, and from there, and the Atma, when the buddhi merges into Atma, from there it comes to the Vijnanamaya kosa. And from there it has to travel to the Paramatma in depth. It is called Anandamaya kosa. When it goes to Anandamaya kosa, if you take an atom, the electron is there in the outer orbit, proton is there in inner orbit, and in-depth inner orbit is the neutron. So electron is always negative. That's why you get attracted by the external Maya. So when you do meditation, when you go in depth, you go proton is there. Proton is positive. So you have positive energy that enables you to achieve success. And in depth, if you go till to neutron stage, you will neither get attracted by positive nor get attracted by negative. Because if you become always successful, you get pride in you. You get superiority complex in you. That is also negative. So if you want to overcome all these things, you have to go to neutron stage. And the deep samadhi stage is the neutron stage of reaching, whereby you attain the absolute Chitta Prajna stage, where you will be carrying on your duties without any attachment and fulfilling all your duties, live peacefully, happily, prosperously, without any tension, without any pressure, and will show, because the godly nature in you is that forgiveness. The godly nature is generous thoughts, kindness towards others, universal love. You love everybody. You show happiness, you share your happiness, you share your knowledge, you share your wealth for the well-being of the entire society, by which your energy grows positively. You have to accumulate your wealth by sharing your knowledge, by sharing your wealth, so that you get a wealth which you can take with you after death, and which will purify, ameliorate your karmas, and you take the path of moksha. So, how to overcome this ego is to go in depth and see to yourself that attain the state of samadhi, and whereby your mind becomes calm and collective in a state of sthita prajna, whereby you can able to carry on your duties perfectly, overcome your ego, live happily, peacefully, successfully, prosperously. You can live yourself, keep your family happy, society happy, your health happy. Practice this, realize the value, realize the havoc what your ego plays, know this truth, correct yourself, and see that you live happily. Thank you.